Good afternoon, and welcome to the celebration of the 2021 Presidential Innovation Award for Environmental Educators and the President's Environmental Youth Award. My name is Rosemary Enelbakri, and I am the Associate Administrator for Public Engagement and Environmental Education here at the Environmental Protection Agency. I am excited to recognize each of our awardees and honorees and to highlight the tremendous work you all have done to advance environmental education, engage with your communities, and to ensure a healthier environment for our country and our world. You all remain dedicated to learning during this extremely difficult year, and for that, you should all be celebrated. For decades, the President has recognized the outstanding work of environmental educators and for the work of students who've been doing this important work. This year, 15 educators and 32 students will be acknowledged for their leadership and their commitment to environmental education and stewardship. Perhaps no one at EPA is more excited to be here today than my boss, so it's my honor to introduce to you EPA Administrator Michael S. Regan.
On behalf of the Environmental Protection Agency, I want to congratulate you on winning the 2021 Presidential Environmental Student and Teacher Awards. Winners of this year's Presidential Innovation Awards for environmental educators have gone above and beyond in the classroom. You've used technology to help your students learn firsthand about environmental issues around the world. You've taught them STEM skills and other crucial problem-solving skills. You've launched weather balloons to study the stratosphere, and you've inspired your students to dream big. Winners of the President's Environmental Youth Awards are just as impressive. You've created important projects to protect the environment in your schools, parks, and communities across the country. Young people like you are playing a critical role in elevating the importance of environmental protection. Keep it up, and most importantly, never forget that you can accomplish anything you set your mind to. At EPA, we recognize there's so much more work to do to promote environmental education and to celebrate the outstanding work of our students and our teachers. We're committed to strengthening environmental education inside and outside the classroom. Together, we can tackle the most pressing environmental challenges we face, from climate change to environmental justice. By working hand in hand, we can create a more sustainable, more equitable world. I'm so proud of all of the work you're doing to make a difference in your communities. Congratulations again on your outstanding accomplishment.
Thank you, Administrator Regan, for those remarks. I'm Lonnie Cortez Russell, Deputy Associate Administrator for the Office of Public Engagement and Environmental Education. I too would like to thank you for joining us today for this important event. Next, I would like to introduce the Chair of the White House Council for Environmental Quality, Ms. Brenda Mallory. Ms. Mallory advises the President on environmental and natural resources policies that improve, preserve, and protect public health and the environment for America's communities.
Hello, everyone. Congratulations on winning the 2021 Presidential Environmental Student and Teacher Awards. On behalf of the White House Council on Environmental Quality, I want to thank each and every one of you for your commitment to environmental education. This is my first opportunity as the chair of the Council on Environmental Quality to participate in this awards event. But in my life before CEQ, I worked at EPA for many years, including working with leaders on the environmental education program. I know that recognizing the work of the next generation and the educators who are preparing them is one of the highlights of the program. I also know that the work you were able to accomplish in the last year is particularly deserving of recognition. My youngest daughter began a teaching fellowship in 2020, teaching in the Oakland, California schools. As a result, I got a much closer look than I otherwise would have at the challenges that teachers, students, schools, and families were contending with. But more importantly, at the commitment to provide meaningful programming even under difficult circumstances. It is that spirit of innovation, resilience, and endurance that we honor you today. It is important that we take the time to recognize teachers like you who are shaping the lives of our young people, increasing environmental literacy, and teaching about the important role we all have in protecting our planet. To our student winners, I am inspired by the projects and actions you are taking to build the future that you deserve. So many of the critically important issues we are addressing in the early days of the Biden-Harris administration are about protecting that future. At the Council on Environmental Quality, I advise the President on environmental policies. Our work at CEQ is grounded in a belief I share with President Biden that every single person has a fundamental right to drink clean water, to breathe clean air, and to live in a healthy community. We are working across the entire federal government to address climate change and environmental protection for all communities. We are also working to make sure that federal agencies conduct their own operations in ways that support a more sustainable future. The federal government is our nation's largest employer, managing significant real estate for its operations and owning hundreds of thousands of vehicles. If we are more sustainable in our operations, we will not only lead by example, but we will make an on-the-ground difference because of the size of our footprint. For example, we are working to increase the purchase of zero-emissions electric cars for the entire federal fleet, which includes 650,000 vehicles. This is how we at CEQ work to do our part in improving the environment for all Americans. I want to close by highlighting some of the important themes that resonated with me as I was looking through the awesome collection of student projects and the work that teachers are doing. First, for students, everyone can make a difference and has something to contribute. From 6-year-olds in the early stages of their formal education to high school seniors ready to take on the challenges in the world. Second, there is a power in collectively working together to tackle hard issues and an incredible joy that comes with the recognition of what you can accomplish. And third, young people already understand that we must pursue equity and ensure that all communities benefit as we tackle the climate crisis and other complex environmental problems. For teachers, one thing that came through is that all of you are creating an environmental ethic and sense of responsibility in our young people that is galvanizing future leaders. It gives me great hope when I see such bright young people with big ideas and the teachers that help guide them through these formative years. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your dedication and hard work, and congratulations on your well-deserved awards.
I am Hiram Tanner III. It is my honor to present to you the Presidential Environmental Youth Awards and the Presidential Innovation Awards for Environmental Educators. EPA Region 1 Kid Conservationist. Jack Ryan Dalton is known as the Kid Conservationist. Jack is winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award for his inspiring actions to protect the planet through his own YouTube channel called Kid Conservationist. By raising funds to support the orangutan care and planting 6,000 trees in the rainforest, and educating children through his book about planting trees in the rainforest. We applaud Jack for his creativity and for his commitment to the environment. Congratulations, Jack. EPA Region 1, Codman Outdoor Community Garden Space. Joanna Cashmere, Kiana Grant, and Takaya Rather Grady. These Codman Academy High School seniors are winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award for creating an urban garden oasis at their school that produced 73 pounds of organic vegetables, herbs, and flowers, delivering locally grown food to the community health center and creating a comfortable, peaceful space during the pandemic. Congratulations. EPA Region 2, Reusable T-shirt bags. Alexis, Jacob, Isadora, Ashley, and Kelsey made a real difference for their school community by encouraging recycling and reducing plastic waste. They collected and donated T-shirts turned them into reusable bags and gave them to other students and the community, and created fun videos on how to make your own t-shirt bags. Congratulations, Alexis, Jacob, Isadora, Ashley, and Kelsey. EPA Region 2, Recycle My Battery. Sri Nahal Tamanya created a public awareness and collection campaign to recycle batteries. Sri founded a nonprofit and a website to help the community find battery recycling locations, and to date has collected and recycled more than 55,000 used batteries and educated more than 400,000 adults and children. Congratulations. EPA Region 3, Lake Barga Biodiversity Project. Sanuthi Hankanathagara assisted in making a video documentary about one of the 9 ponds in the 568-acre Albright Scout Reservation. Her goal was to learn and share her knowledge about habitats, plants, animals, and water quality of this amazing place. Sanuthi is truly a citizen scientist and an inspiration to others. Congratulations, Sanuthi, on winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award. EPA Region 3, the Bioma Project. David Balakursky and Jeffrey Tong placed numerous aquariums of local ecosystems in classrooms stocked with 11 species of native fish and plants. During the pandemic, while schools were closed, they created and distributed mini aquariums to children at home. The project also periodically mobilized youth volunteers to clean up streams in their community. Congratulations, David and Jeffrey. EPA Region 4, Kids Saving Oceans. Miles Featherston Wretch believes that one person can make a difference. He has proven that by starting his own business to turn ocean plastics into kids' t-shirts, one-size-fits-all hats, and 4 sticker designs. His organization has donated the $18,000 of proceeds from his business, Kids Saving Oceans, to organizations dedicated to ocean and beach conservation. He also advocates for healthy oceans, clean beaches, and thriving marine life by giving talks to school, civic, and neighborhood groups. Congratulations, Miles, for winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award and for being an inspiration to us all. EPA Region 4, Baxter Plastic Film Recycling. Roman K. Phillips is winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award for educating his neighbors on plastic film through social media posts. Roman also organized his community to collect and recycle over 2,000 pounds of plastic film. Congratulations, Roman, for your inspiring leadership. EPA Region 5, NAV Garden for Girls. Nia Lambert and Alexandra Schweitzer are founders of NAV Garden for Girls, a nonprofit organization in Chicago that teaches elementary school girls about science and empowerment. As high school freshmen, they began this project in response to a biology assignment on topics including climate change and sustainability. 4 years later, there are 30 school volunteers across Chicago who deliver environmental education to first and second grade girls in underserved communities. Congratulations to Nia and Alexandra for winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award and for teaching girls to dream. EPA Region 6, the Envy Bottle. Stefik Taylor Rainey is winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award today for his dedication to improving our environment. Stefik invented a reusable bottle that includes storage compartments for reusable silverware and a straw. Louisiana State University has expressed interest in using his bottles for the incoming class. This could save over 400,000 pounds of plastic from entering the environment. Congratulations, Stefik, for your leadership, and thank you for your creativity. EPA Region 7, Just Say No to Palm Oil. Adeline Elizabeth Meyer is a dedicated steward of the environment. Recognizing that the demand for and use of palm oil is a significant driver of deforestation, Adeline felt compelled to action. Adeline created a video and sent it to her favorite cookie company, asking that they find an alternative to palm oil. Adeline is a true advocate for the environment. Congratulations, Adeline, for winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award. EPA Region 7, Rebuilding Native Habitats in the Community. James David Carslake is a true environmental leader. James led over 240 people to restore 4 different habitats in St. Louis, Missouri. James' dedication to the environment has resulted in the creation of a butterfly garden in a previously overgrown park. His work has also led to the restoration of a brown bat colony in a rural area and the creation of a bee habitat. The number of bees in the habitat have increased by 1,000%. Congratulations, James, on winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award and on your dedication and leadership to improving our environment. EPA Region 8, Sea of Trees. Ayla Oceana K. Now started the Sea of Trees, now a global nonprofit, and worked with hundreds of kids around the world, planting trees, raising money, and sequestering carbon dioxide. She continues her involvement with nature, planting more trees, and protecting the planet. Congratulations, Ayla. EPA Region 9, Save Our Sharks, A Fantastic Tale. Vaden Barr, Solomon Coleman, Kinsey Culberson, Mariska Goldstein, Delmy McWilliams, David Moncluse, Romy Sertroff, Sean Winsman, and Noah Zantz created a film, A Fantastic Tale, showing how people's choices impact sharks and the marine ecosystem. Additionally, they raised funds and wrote public service announcements to support a shark fin trade ban. They also raised funds to support shark conservation. Congratulations to the Save Our Sharks team. EPA Region 9, Maja Water Education and Security. Haya Shaw developed a project called Maja Water Education and Security. This project helps to make real-time water quality information accessible to promote water conservation, prevent water pollution, and secure clean water access to communities. In addition to designing water filtration for PFAS contaminants, he has also developed a mobile app, Maji, to monitor drinking water quality at the tap and capture the data. Congratulations, Haya, for winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award and for ensuring clean drinking water. EPA Region 10, Effective Climate Action Project. Luna Savanya Abadia created the Effective Climate Action Project in her home state of Oregon to help focus public attention on systematic solutions to climate change. The Effective Climate Action Project's mission is centered on 3 core initiatives: interactive climate simulations, online education, and local policy work. The Effective Climate Action Project has organized and run 5 climate simulation workshops online, engaging adults as well as more than 30 youth. She is also working with Portland Public Schools to help create a new climate justice curriculum. Congratulations, Luna, for winning the Presidential Environmental Youth Award and for your leadership on climate issues. EPA Region 9, Croptimize. Ashok Devareddy, Samir Arangard, Ankit Kapoor, Pranav Paletti, Shivam Patuk, Pranav Prabhuram, and Circumret Singh are the evergreen makers. They created a mobile robot called Croptimize that uses machine learning and environmental data to suggest optimal crop rotation patterns. Croptimize uses sunlight, humidity, temperature, soil pH, and nutrient sensors to collect field data and to suggest improvements. Congratulations to the evergreen makers. EPA Region 9, Green Gardens, Global Interactions of Topsoil Loss. Ina Kathleen Chung created carbon sequestration gardens. Ina also distributed engaging educational pamphlets on carbon sequestration and sent them to elementary schools throughout California. Congratulations, Ina. EPA Region 9, Recycle plastic waste into asphalt roads. Madison Byans, Bryce Garrett, Isaac Lozano, Jacob Lozano, and Bibiana Martinez are the Green Team and Progressive Club. They recycle plastics into asphalt to make roads that pave the way to a greener future. Congratulations to the Green Team and Progressive Club. EPA Region 9, Youth Environmental Power Initiative. Kelly Tung founded the Youth Environmental Power Initiative to spread awareness about sustainability and to fight against climate change. Congratulations, Kelly. Region 1, Carly Imhoff, is winning the Presidential Innovation Award for Environmental Educators for inspiring her students to find solutions to global environmental problems through the application of technology, science, and international collaboration. Her students' application of robotics to study invasive species with students from Bermuda is inspiring a new generation of scientists and global cooperation. Congratulations, Ms. Imhoff. Region 1, Lori LaFrance, inspires in her students an appreciation and respect for the environment. She teaches them to think like scientists, collecting and analyzing data, drawing conclusions, and making scientifically sound recommendations. Congratulations, Ms. LaFrance. Region 4, Denise Renfro, is a teacher of True Vision. Her approach to teaching environmental education gives her students opportunities to make a difference for their communities. She uses technology to excite her students' curiosity about clean energy careers. Her drone program teaches students to fly drones, earn their drone license, work as a flight crew in the energy and environmental applications, and use software applications to assess data. Congratulations, Ms. Renfro. Region 4, Jason Van Zant, inspires wonder and ignites interest in learning about the environment in his kindergarten through 5th grade students. His interdisciplinary hands-on research and place-based approaches to teaching environmental education has led to dramatic shifts in academic achievement in his school and school district. Congratulations, Mr. Van Zant. Region 5, Kelly Holzman, teaches her students to think globally and act locally. Her global sustainability course teaches a design thinking process that takes students on a journey from research to understanding action. Congratulations, Ms. Holzman. EPA Region 1, Gwen Millar brings science to life in her biology classroom. She also worked with the Sustainability Club and community partners who planted 350 trees, offsetting the school district's paper use during the past school year. Her students also worked alongside renowned scientists at the annual Green Sea Turtle Research Project. EPA Region 2, Krista Delaney blends academic rigor with exciting field-based learning and service opportunities for her high school students. She challenges her students to find solutions to environmental issues on their campus as well as in the local community. EPA Region 2, Maureen Heenan wrote an innovative STEM curriculum and implemented Girls STEM Day. She also trained students to become ambassadors of the local Black-run preserve. EPA Region 3, Katrina Broman teaches English as a second language students and students with special education needs. She arranged for Flippy the Whale, a visual representation of issues with plastic waste in our waters, to visit all 4 schools in the county. She also spearheads a project entitled Puzzle Quest, which engaged the whole middle school in the English department. EPA Region 3, Melissa Tracy has piloted courses and led after-school clubs that focus on channeling students' curiosity and problem-solving abilities to take on climate change. She has also challenged her students to look at diverse issues like landfill waste, food insecurity, and single-use plastic. EPA Region 4, Pamela Baker has shared her passion and vision with her high school students by providing them with opportunities to have hands-on, real-world, community-centered STEM education courses. Her contribution helps break the cycle of poverty by preparing and introducing her students to solid, engaging career opportunities. EPA Region 5. Gabriel Knowles is the first person in his family to graduate from high school and college. Mr. Knowles encourages and motivates his students to believe that any student can be a scientist regardless of age, gender, race, background, or level of education. He is exposing his young students to cutting-edge sustainable agriculture and environmental conservation research. EPA Region 5. Jordan Dishinger Smeeds and his students have been exploring issues like lead in soil, food deserts, and water quality in Buck Creek. His students participated in Project Peace by Youth, an EPA-sponsored program that teaches high school teachers and students how to use Enviro Atlas to improve community-level issues. EPA Region 8. Brock Hamill is recognized for his ongoing research developments in air quality, blending environmental science with technology to create place-based learning strategies that expose students to experiential learning opportunities. EPA Region 8. J.C. Pressett, Ms. Pressett empowers her students to discover and build on their own unique learning styles so they can thrive in school and the years beyond. Her students have collaborated with the Utah Division of Wildlife Resources for a wildlife release project and with the Natural Resource Conservation Service on several local river restoration projects. Congratulations to all of our award recipients.